Here's Andrew Wiggins. After setting the screen for Draymond, both defenders switch on to Draymond like he's Curry or something. Wiggins realized that. Draymond realized that. But before anyone else understood what just happened, Draymond threw him a pass, and Wiggins climbed up the Eiffel Tower to slam it home. Sheesh, guys. Even Rudy Gobert had no idea what was going on until he turned his head and saw MJ. Oh, I'm sorry, I meant Andrew Wiggins. The 7'1" Frenchman didn't know what was going on until he turned his head and saw Wiggins in the air, towering over him, with a malicious look on his face that could only mean one thing: trouble. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't tuned into Warriors basketball lately, Andrew Wiggins has taken his talents to a whole new level this season, and my goodness, the 2014 number 1 pick is sending the NBA a scary message. Ever since his trade to the Golden State Warriors, Wiggins has really turned things up a notch. From both the field and from three-point range, he's made significant strides on becoming a more efficient player while still producing the same output, and it paid off for him. I mean, he became an all-star for the very first time in his career, he became a champion, and he got a bag. Then, just when we thought he was sort of maxed out as a player in terms of skills and abilities, he goes on ahead and puts on an efficiency stat line like this. My goodness, guys. 51% from the field, 45% from three-point range on nearly 20 points a ball game? Are you kidding me? This is just mind-blowing. Do y'all understand how insane that is? If not, let me show you. Okay, so in the NBA currently, for all players who score at least 15 points a ball game, Wiggins is the 4th most efficient player when it comes to three-point shooting percentages in the entire league at a whopping 45%. Now, I'm definitely not going to say he's a better three-point shooter than Steph Curry because of the volume and the types of threes that number 30 takes, but at least in terms of efficiency currently, he's slightly ahead. And when a reporter asked him how he's shooting it like this is how Wiggins responded.
I'm repping it out in practice, getting a lot of shots up just to, stay consistent with it.
Then, when he was asked about whether or not shooting 40% from 3 was important to him, this was his response.
I want to be above it. That's what I aim for. I feel like once you get past 40, then people, they look at you different when it comes to three-point shooting. But, that's what I strive for.
And it's true. I mean, if Wiggins continues shooting it above 40% for the rest of the season, I definitely am going to see him in a different light. And then, my gosh, guys, how scary are the Warriors going to be? With Curry shooting over 40%, Clay scoring about 40%, Jordan Poole scoring threes and streaks, and Wiggins scoring at 45%, they're literally going to splash teams out of the arena. And the crazy thing about this whole thing is that they shoot these long bombs in volume. I just checked the statistics on NBA.com, and what I found out was they're leading the league in shooting almost 44 three-point shots a game. Anyways, let's get back to Wiggins for a second. If we ignore three-point percentages for a bit and talk just about regular overall field goal percentages, out of all forwards in the league who, again, score at least 15 points a ball game, Wiggins is right there with the best of them. I mean, he really is. Taking a look at the numbers, he's literally right behind Joel Embiid, who came in second in MVP voting last year, and he's ahead of guys like Karl Anthony Towns, Jaylen Brown, Luka Doncic, DeMar DeRozan, Jimmy Buckets, Pascal Siakam, and Jason Tatum. How crazy is that, guys? He's averaging just a point shy of 20 a game at the moment, and if that somehow jumps up to 25, he won't just be an all-star anymore. He'll be an all-NBA talent. My goodness, guys. This is a guy who was considered a disappointment a few seasons ago in Minnesota, and now he's in elite company, being able to stay on par with the best of the best. With what he's currently doing at the moment, he's literally telling the NBA that, you know what, there's a reason I was the first overall pick. And moving on here. If you're wondering how he's made this leap, it's because of him understanding the Warriors system even more than he did last year, and also because of the greatness of Steph Curry. So far, with the way he's been scoring this season, 75% of his baskets have been assisted to him. This completely rewrites the Minnesota narrative where he was quote-unquote a solo player who just puts up baskets and hogged the ball. Then, when it comes to Curry's impact on how well he's playing this season, the 2014 #1 overall pick, said, "He's magical on the court. Playing alongside him, he just makes everything easier. He attracts a lot of attention, so guys have to be ready to shoot, ready to make plays, because obviously a lot of attention is going to be on him because of who he is." Anyway, guys, enough of the talks for a bit. Let's see some of this in action. Here's Draymond with the ball. It actually looks like he's about to do a dribble handoff to Poole, but Wiggins catches his defender ball watching a bit, then cuts hard to the basket. Draymond immediately realizes the situation and throws him a dime. Then from there, it's just a practice drill. Here's another example. Draymond has the ball up top, and Wiggins is here. He's going to pretend to set a screen for Poole really quick, and because Poole has become such a lethal offensive threat, both defenders stay on him, at which point Wiggins cuts hard to the rim, and just like the last play, Draymond finds him, and that's about as easy as it gets. I've been talking a lot about Wiggins' assisted baskets, but I'd be doing him dirty if I said that he couldn't ISO up a player and put him on skates. So here's Wiggins way up top with the ball. He's sizing up his defender, then when he sees the opportunity, he drives hard to the basket, stops on a dime, then at this point, look, the defender is on skates, has no chance of even affecting the shot, and that's like 10 feet away from the basket, a shot that Wiggins will make 9 times out of 10. Man, I still can't believe Minnesota traded Wiggins and a pick, which turned out to be Kuminga, for D'Angelo Russell. That's a heist that would even give Danny Ocean a smile. Anyways, did you know that recently the two Splash Brothers, along with Andrew Wiggins, set a new NBA record? Yeah, that's right. In a game against the Houston Rockets, Klay Thompson hit 10 threes, Curry hit 7, and Wiggins hit 6. They made a combined 23 three-pointers, and that was actually the most threes by a trio in league history. Next off here, I want to bring something to your attention. As of now, many people don't think the Warriors are going to repeat as champions because of that slow start they had at the beginning of the year, plus how dominant Boston currently is. I mean, the Warriors lost twice to the Phoenix Suns this season, then the Celtics made the Suns look like they were in Game 7 against Luka again, and it's true. The Celtics look extremely formidable. But the thing is, the Warriors aren't complete yet at this moment. It seems that at the moment, Kuminga is just starting to understand his role and is becoming the beast that the front office saw in him when they first drafted him. But the Warriors are still about one James Wiseman development away from truly being able to see their true potential. I know a lot of people are really low on James Wiseman, but with the reps he's getting from the G League, it's just a matter of time before he figures out enough to make a positive impact on the floor. And when that happens, then along with what Andrew Wiggins and the rest of the team is doing, the whole NBA is going to be singing a different song when it comes to Golden State. And my goodness, guys, I cannot wait.